Well, guys, I'm back with another video. Yours truly, Bruin Steel. So I just want to do some Steelers talk and just discuss some topics with you guys. And on this lovely Sunday afternoon, in New York, and first thing first, obviously you saw my last video. The Pittsburgh Penguins won the cup. Once again, congratulations. And it is what it is. And I know all of you fucking typer trolls and all you haters will ask the question why I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan and not a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. If you want the full story, just comment below. I'll comment on your thing. So, I get a lot of people calling me a bandwagon. I don't give a fuck, and I just hate that, because you like a certain team and then you live in a different kind of area and then people call you a typer, like, a bandwagon. It's just retarded. Like, you're a fan, you're a fan. Like, for example, T. Spence lives in, I think, California, is it? He's a Cowboys fan, he's a Yankees fan, and people question his fanhood. People fucking question my fanhood, so, I have a fucking reason to cheer for the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers. I have a fucking reason to cheer for the Boston Bruins. I have a reason to cheer for the Boston Celtics. I used to be a huge Yankees fan, but I'm glad I'm not because they're fucking shit right now. So sorry T. Spence that I said that, but it's true. They're absolute shit right now. But getting to this video is all about the Steelers talk. And, first off, I want to talk about offense and then defense. So, in the offensive side, I just want to talk about quarterback situation and the Martavis Bryant situation. So, I personally, obviously, Ben Roethlisberger got a lot of years to go, and I personally think that, you know, I had a chat with some Steeler fans, and at first I thought we drafted a quarterback, but someone said that we didn't. I'm pretty sure we drafted a quarterback. I can't remember, but I do believe that we need eventually we need to look for a quarterback in the draft, like next season. Because, if Ben Roethlisberger retires, who's going to be our next quarterback? And, Landry Jones, I don't see being our next quarterback. He's shit. Bruce Gronkowski is not going to do shit. So, more likely, we have to find a quarterback in the next several years of the draft. So, you know, Ben Roethlisberger has maybe 4 or 5 years, but he's pretty much getting pretty old, you know. Tom Brady's getting old too as well, and I just feel the quarterback situation. Everyone knew that this draft we didn't even fucking dare to get a quarterback. I think we did, like I said, but this draft is all about the speed and the defense because the Steelers' defense has been just shit the last several years. And that brings me up to my next topic. You know, people question about our fucking offense, because of Martavis Bryant being out, and and I personally, there's a lot of people that's not Steelers fans, and they question the offense next season because Martavis Bryant got himself banned for doing drugs. I mean, like, this is what I feel about the you know, who's going to replace Martavis Bryant. Like, comment below, guys. What do you think about the quarterback situation? Do you think we should have gotten a quarterback early? Should you, do you think we should get, like, a quarterback in the next draft or something? But I personally think about the whole, Martavis Bryant situation. I completely thought getting himself banned was so dumb because Martavis Bryant is good. You know, but this is just my opinion. I personally think, of course, Antonio Brown is our number one receiver. You know, and this is what I think. I don't think Martavis Bryant is our number two. I don't think he's like the best. He's good. He's tall, but he can make all he does. He doesn't make like long catches. all he does is make like slant routes and stuff like that. You know, I personally think Samuel Colts is a really good player. If you look at Samuel Colts, he handles the ball pretty well, and I just think Samuel Colts is a good team. So I personally think Samuel Colts can get the job, play more, and you know Samuel Colts have to play a lot of games and get better. Training camp's coming up, so yeah. This Marquise Wheaton, Darius Hayward Bay, Darius Hayward Bay, Samuel Colts, Antonio Brown, and that's just my opinion. Antonio Brown, Samuel Colts could start. Maybe have Marquise Wheaton start as well. I believe you can have 3 wide receivers on the field. Yes, and I want to talk about the tight end situation and the Jesse James and Darius Green, the Darius Green situation. So I personally, I talked with the Renegade 412 in a couple of shows about this. You know, I personally like Jesse James. He played a few games last season, but I just feel that, at first I thought Jesse James would get the start, but looking back at his college years, he personally played a way different kind of offense in his college year at Penn State. But, I personally think Darius Green has more experience because he knows what type of offense to play. The fact that he played for the Chargers. I just think that Darius Green has much more experience. I mean, like, no mistake, Jesse James is a great tight end. I just think Darius Green will get the job. Jesse James will probably get, like, the backup to Darius Green or something. So, in my opinion, I think start Darius Green. So, Ben Roethlisberger starts, Antonio Brown, Samuel Colts, Marquise Wheaton, and, Darius Green starts. And I personally want to talk about. I'm not going to talk about defensive line too much because I'm going to talk about that. But running back situation. So LeVeon Bell's coming back from injury. He's going to be healthy as ever. LeAngelo Williams. Le'Veon Bell most likely is going to get the start again. Le'Veon Bell has not played in the playoffs. It's every single time fucking Cincinnati takes him out. And, Le'Veon Bell has never actually played in the playoffs. The first opportunity he got hurt, we lost to the Ravens. We picked up the shit-ass fucking Browns running back. Can't remember his name. We lost that. Last season, we played the Broncos. Lost that without Le'Veon Bell. We beat Cincinnati with the running back Toussaint. And, and I believe we actually let Toussaint leave Steeler Nation. I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I personally think Le'Veon Bell hasn't played because he got injured the entire season. See what he's made of at training camp. I mean, like, I don't know if he's going to be 100% healthy. I mean, like, see what he's made of. See if he's good enough. Most likely maybe put, like, LeAngelo Williams for the first 4 games of the season and then put Le'Veon Bell in. I don't know. I personally think, see what Le'Veon Bell is made of. See if he's... Sorry. See if he's legit, and then put him in if he's good. If he needs the rest, put LeAngelo Williams in for a couple games, and then put him in. I mean, like, dude, I personally think that's good. Either way, I think Le'Veon Bell's gonna be a starter. But I personally think just in case, see if Le'Veon Bell's legit. If not, put LeAngelo Williams for a couple games. Have Le'Veon Bell like practice a little bit in training camp to see if he's legit. So in my opinion on the defense, this is my opinion on the defense. Artie Burns, we signed him. We signed 3 players: Artie Burns, Javon Haygrave. Can't even say his name. We signed Artie Burns, Sean Davis, and Jason, whatever his name, Haygrave. I can't even say these fucking names. But we signed 3 players, and like I was saying, this draft was all about the speed and the defense. I thought this was a really good I thought it was a really good draft. You know, I just wanted to share my opinions on the player. So we signed Artie Burns. I personally like Artie Burns. I've seen him play before. People say that he's not like balanced a little bit, but I do believe he's gonna play a really good defense. I think his read on the field is good. I think he has great speed. I think he has the agility. He can make plays. He has really good field vision. I think it's gonna be really good. Sean Davis, of course, is really fast. I think Sean Davis is gonna be really good. And the Renegade 412 asked me who I want to see across from, Brendan Boykin if he's playing, across. I personally like Sean Davis, because he can catch balls. He probably hasn't dropped a ball before. He probably has dropped a ball before. I just think that he's probably gonna be a really good ball handler. This defense is gonna be. I personally think this defense is gonna prove much better next season. And and the next player, Jason Grave, whoever it's called, Hey Grave. I personally think he's gonna be a great player as well. And I personally think this defense is gonna be good. So this draft was just pretty much all about the speed, defense, and that's just my opinion. I just can't wait for seasons to start. And so yeah, that's about it. Like Pittsburgh won a title. Just hopefully the Steelers win a title. And that's it. That's Steelers talk. Shout out to the Renegade 412. Shout out to Isaiah Jackson, Steel Jackson, whoever. Shout out to the Steel Twins. Shout out to Macman70. Shout out to Steel Legends. Shout out to Inside Wrestling Truth. Shout out to Steel Jedi. Shout out to Punk. Shout out to. There's this one other guy I can't remember. And shout out to the rest of the Steeler fan base that make videos. I'm out. This is Bruin Steel.